Welcome to the first ever Endless Highway podcast.
Hosted by
Jay Griggs and my little sister. Say your name.
Allison Griggs.
Yep. A lot of people think she's an amazing singer. I just think she's a sister.
So,
I'm just playing.
all about that humility around here in these parts.
Oh, yeah.
What keeps you humble?
Myself. Good Lord. I beat myself up all the time. I mean, nobody's harder on me than I am. I'm rough on me.
It's a performance thing?
What do you mean a performance thing?
I got to do this well. Or...
No, I try to do it well. I don't think it comes off well.
No, I'm saying, like, the goal is to do
It's
it well.
getting it's getting real quick.
And so when you miss the mark, it's like, I'm not great.
Yeah.
Is that what keeps you humble? Does failing keep you humble?
Yeah, failing will keep you humble. Knowing, on a Christian level, knowing who Jesus is and when you realize you're not Jesus and he is,
Right.
that keeps me humble,
Back to the show.
Wow. I was thinking, I told her, like, let's try a podcast and, we'll try to be a little more personal with some of our content we put out. I didn't know you were going to jump into that. I didn't even hardly get the intro out.
Yeah. As a listener of podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, I really don't listen to a ton. I listen to some. But as soon as the wall gets knocked down, I'm like, I'm invested in this now.
Well.
They're getting real with it.
You just look right in the camera. Here we are. Okay, well, first segment is, let's get back on track now that everybody's invested. First segment, we were talking about where we just came from.
Yes, we only sang once this weekend.
Yes.
Which is a very rare occasion.
Very rare. And let me say, I think that was the first Friday of this month, for the last 4 or 5 weeks, that we did not just get on the bus
and
Friday
Saturday.
and run. Yeah.
That's
we
the
had
only
Friday
Friday and
and
Saturday.
Saturday off, and it was nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice, much needed. And we were close to home too.
We were about 10 miles away.
Yeah, so
really not far at all.
Never happens. We're that close to home, but the service was great. I'm gonna be completely honest. I wasn't expecting as well as the service as we had.
Right.
It was great, spirit-wise and crowd-wise.
Yeah,
That's the first time. Well, even before COVID, most of the time they didn't put out chairs. They put out chairs this morning, so that was really cool. And on top of that, Spirit fell down.
Yeah, I cried a couple times.
Yeah, that's rare, ain't it?
No.
What makes you cry, Allie?
Jesus.
Allie.
No, I'm not kidding.
Well,
and
yeah.
that was another
You
question
just meant
I
it
was going to
funny.
pose. Some people experience the Spirit differently.
That's true.
I get very emotional,
I do
whether
too.
it's good, conviction, pain.
Some people laugh.
Yes, and those are very interesting because you don't even know, like, what's going on.
Well, they laugh through tears most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a crier.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm just like,
And I can't cry and sing.
no, not at all. I respect people that can, though.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
It's over until
Dad has a hard time doing it, too.
Yeah, that was the first time I think I've ever seen Dad this morning break down
And sing.
during one of his songs.
He was setting up his song and got a little emotional.
Yeah, and it was just a really good service. And it was really funny later on because it was their homecoming. They had a meal afterwards, and we had already tore our stuff down, and I went and got in the line, and this lady came up to me and she said, "Probably don't recognize me." And I was like, "Really?" And honestly, I don't have a clue who she was.
okay.
But she said, last time you saw me, I didn't have any teeth. And I was like, "Oh, really?" And she smiled, and she had just a mouthful of teeth in. But I thought that was funny.
No, not to get detailed, but were they like dentures or were
Yeah.
they okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know if she got the full implants.
Well, I didn't ask her to take them out.
Yeah.
But, they look like dentures.
Good dentures.
Yeah, good ones, yeah. Yeah. Good dentures. You're awful.
Well, I'm just trying to make it more relaxed.
You're
There is
doing
no agenda. We have a small outline of what we want to do
just
here.
kind of talked about it.
And I guess I would be speaking for future reference, what this podcast could become. if you have maybe
Yeah, suggestions.
questions you want
put
to
them
know.
in the comments.
Okay, well, what's blank like?
What?
Like they could propose.
Oh.
What's something? I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
What's this like? Or favorite album? Or hardest part about?
You're so confusing right now. I don't understand anything you're saying.
I'm saying what they could comment,
Mm-hmm.
asking questions. What is traveling like? Or what is blank like? I can't stand you.
I'm sorry. I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm done.
If you put down in the comments what you think we should do on our podcast. Yeah, it's all right. It's just lay back, Allie.
You'll also find that there's a lot of passive aggressiveness and sarcasm, which is our favorite.
Well, our coping. It's how we cope. Yeah. You know, traveling with Allie, because we've traveled since we were born.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the bus got small. People always ask if we fight, and we really don't.
No.
We never have. And, you know, we've had a couple arguments here and there, or I may aggravate her until she don't want.
Jay's the type of person that agitates.
Yeah.
So
Some
if
days.
he knows there's a little button that can be pushed,
Mm-hmm.
he stomps it in the ground.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. It's not that bad.
I feel like I've gotten better.
No, you do better.
Yeah. When I was younger, I used to.
Yeah. It was just a constant jab.
But it wasn't that much on the weekends. It was
No.
just, you know, playing
there
around
wasn't-
the house.
It wasn't that it wasn't allowed, but we knew this is going to get tight
Yeah.
real quick.
They don't have a very high tolerance for putting up with kids doing that. They were
No.
always like, y'all got to calm down because we can't get away from you on the bus. So just really wasn't allowed. And we were always around grown-ups all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
We were also homeschooled, too, so we didn't have any other friends but each other. So that kind of changed some
at a
stuff,
point
too.
in our life.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had friends, but they weren't. Yeah. They weren't right here. We didn't see them every single day.
Best of friends is what
Yeah.
he's trying to say. But back to, like, the comment that she made.
Oh, yeah.
Just random stuff that people say.
Yeah, like, it's not like I mean, she may remember me, but I didn't remember her. And I know a lot of the people in the church. And maybe it was the teeth that was throwing me off. I don't know. I don't remember a lady with no teeth, though, either. So that was a fun little thing that happened this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and Dad headed to Nashville in the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting some maintenance work before we go
I'm fidgeting with this pen on my
this
iPad.
weekend.
I gotta stop.
Stop it. Let me see the little outline we made. I can't read that. Oh. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we put this down to talk about because we were thinking what to do on the show. And, you know, we got to thinking, okay, people are going to start commenting on our post on this stuff. And that's always fun because one time we put up just a picture. We went and did a photo shoot. It was a great session, and we got the pictures back. And
Honestly, we didn't upload it. The photographer did.
Oh.
The photographer uploaded it.
That's right.
And I want to say she tagged one of us in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it started
she
showing up
positioned, like, if you see one of our pictures, it's not like we just walked over there and took the picture. She positions every person, every limb, you know, everything about you. She's positioning in a good way that looks flattering on us.
Sometimes.
Well, evidently she felt like making Allie look more full in the upper front area. So
Full in
when
the
she
upper front area.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so she posted that picture, and then we started getting comments on it, and
I was getting text messages.
really,
Sorry, that was my phone.
I don't know if it was the dress. It did have a high waistband.
Yeah, it was cinched a little bit, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to be this big of a deal.
Yeah, and we probably wouldn't have posted that one, but people did not like it.
And they wanted me to know that they didn't like it.
Yeah, you know.
And that's my favorite part.
It takes more energy to comment than it does to scroll away from something you don't like.
I don't want to get on a
Haters.
hater thing because I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's haters.
I
It's
love
just
haters, though. We had a guy one time at a concert, and he commented, "I didn't like y'all at all." And I loved that because it was complete honesty. Like, I go to a concert, and I walk away with a favorite group, you know? And I feel like to have a favorite, you got to have a least favorite.
And he was bold enough to come
and
up to...
he wanted to tell us that we were his least favorite group that weekend.
And that's fine.
Yeah. I'm absolutely fine. Tell us next time in person, and we'll dedicate a song to you.
There's something in your hair.
Oh. Did it fly away?
But there's a fine line between, like...
making you aware of something and being rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
but
just...
really, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like, you had on modest clothing.
Yeah.
And anyway, they just stuck their opinion in there, which I guess you asked for it when you're on Facebook. Then again, we didn't post it.
Sure.
Well, let's go to the next segment.
We're going to be headed to Pennsylvania this Thursday afternoon for a amazing concert, or what we hope will be an amazing concert, with Mark Lowry.
It will be. He's great.
Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which honestly so we just now got in contact with Mark over the past few, months?
It was back in COVID because I
had dinner with him.
Well, we did dinner, but before that, we did
we did a live interview, like
Mark,
a Zoom interview. Something.
What does he call it? Live with
Mondays
Mark. Mondays with Mark.
I think it was something like that.
And we were on his show that he does. It's on Facebook and on YouTube Live.
Vibe and just does some acoustic singing and stuff
we
like that.
we actually did it right over there in our house and Mom and Dad's house. It was just a COVID thing. And then at the end of the interview, Allie says, "Yeah, we should get together and eat sometime." And then his manager made that happen and called us up and said, "We're going to eat over here." And we went over there and ate, and the next thing you know, we're doing a tour with him.
We've got, is it eight dates booked with him? And we had our
8.
first one with him back at the end of June, I believe.
Yeah.
Or mid-June.
And if you go look at his stuff, he was sick. He went and before he got on the plane,
he ate Chinese food.
He ate
out
some
of the
Chinese
airport.
food in the airport. Never do that. I don't think he'll ever do it again.
Probably not.
He was running to that little bathroom. He said he normally likes to sit in the back of an airplane because he's never seen an airplane back into a mountain. So he likes to sit in the back. But this time he had to sit in the front, and it was a tiny little airplane, and he wore
Needless to say, he just had a very hard time.
He wore the restroom out.
And he walked into the venue,
Yep.
got on stage, got off, and went back to the hotel room.
Yep.
But he still made this date. He did great.
Yep. We were
Nobody
glad
would
he
have
didn't
known.
have to cancel.
But we're looking forward to being with him well.
Yeah, that's
And
going to
we'll be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the American Music Theater, the 30th.
All that stuff's on our website at
endlesshighway.org
that's right.
/dates. Also, we will be in Woodlawn, Tennessee,
I don't
the
think,
first.
Is that how you say that?
WOODLAWN.
Wow.
Words.
Well, they're hard, aren't they?
Dotsonville Baptist Church in Woodlawn, Tennessee, the first. That would be a Sunday morning service. I want to say that's in the Middle Tennessee area, but I could be really far off. But
I haven't looked it up.
all that info is on endlesshighway.org /.
We'll be there.
dates.
I don't have a clue where it's at, but we'll be there.
Yep, if you want to come.
Christian Healthcare Ministries presents gospel music's most spectacular event, the National Quartet Convention, returning to a premier vacation destination, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Headlining the main stage at the Lacan Center are the Hoppers, Greater Vision, Jim and Melissa Brady, the Mark Trammell Quartet, the Collingsworth Family, the Booth Brothers, and more. Plus, gospel music's largest marketplace showcases the Singing News Fan Awards. Reserve your seats today. Visit nqconline.com.
Yeah, hey, let's do that segment we talked about,
All right.
Song of the Week.
Song of the Week.
Yep. You got a Song of the Week?
This will be a segment that could be Christian, music,
Or
gospel,
just a song you
or
can't
just
stop listening to.
anything. What's yours?
My favorite, I'm going with favorite for our first episode.
Of all time?
That's hard.
Well, you just said a favorite.
I know, but it's just my
Just this
favorite
week?
of this group. Okay?
Oh, your favorite song by these people.
By this group.
Okay.
That's just what I'm choosing this
Alright.
week. It's just Yes I Am by the Hoppers.
Okay.
Yes, I Am by the Hoppers. I'll say it again. I love that song. Oh, man. Just a perfect clap song.
Is that the one that you sang with them?
Yes, I did. Yes, I sang with them at Merrimack Caverns, and
They knew Jay, and they knew that Jay
yeah,
likes that song,
we had
so they
seen
pulled
him at
him up.
NQC, and I went up to Dean. He was talking to us and stuff, and I told him, I said, "Man, I hope before I die."
Can I do a little,
Yeah.
a plug here? Jay's the type of person, gospel music or not, he will find his thing and fangirl over it. And whether it is the Hoppers, Celine Dion, the Carpenters, whatever, he will fixate for months up to years and only listen to this specific person a lot. And that was kind of how he is with the Hoppers.
All those are kind of feminine artists, aren't they? The ones you named off.
You got a type.
It was good music.
Yeah, I'm not hating on the music.
I mean, people want to say stuff, when you say Celine Dion, but there's a lot of men that listen to Michael Bublé. So, take that. But yeah, I got to meet Dean at NQC, and then at the cave with the Lester family, Merrimack Caverns. I went up to him. I said, "Before I die,
There's a
I
spider
hope,
on your wrist.
Gosh,
Did you
don't
kill
ever
it?
do that. Don't ever kill it on your body," because they said
I
when
know
you
it'll
hit
bite it or something.
Yeah.
Sorry for that noise on the mics, but I had to
Oh
kill
my
a spider because
gosh.
he never will.
I can't get this story out.
Yeah.
So anyway, I told Dean, I said, "Before I die, I hope we sing with y'all, and y'all start Yes I Am, and then you just lose your voice for one song, and you look over at me, and I'm the only person you can see. You're like, hey, finish this song out." And he said, "Oh, okay, really?" And then he got on stage and said, "Hey, Jay Griggs, come up here." So yeah, I got to sing next to Kim, and Connie was there, and it was.
Did you almost cry?
No, I didn't cry.
Okay.
I didn't feel a cry coming on, but it was something I won't forget. It meant a lot to me.
Is it on the social media
It's
somewhere?
on
Instagram?
Facebook.
All right.
Yeah. And I was a little pitchy, but they don't use any monitors.
Pitchy?
Yes.
Pitchy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just making sure that was heard.
Yeah. I was a little bit off, but there was no.
You didn't have an ear monitor. You didn't.
And they don't use any. And anyway, it's still close.
It's fine.
Yeah, it was live.
Can't be perfect all the time.
That's right. That's where we started this podcast. You're just going
Humility.
to drive that home, aren't you?
Yeah. Therapy.
Good night. Yeah. Yeah, I got to
Yes,
sing
I
Hopper.
Am by the Hoppers.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
link
my
it.
favorite song by the Hoppers, and I have a list of favorites, but that's at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, I can listen to that one on repeat for a year.
Mine, I go through weird phases, but this week, my song has been a song called Roxanne, which is not the one that most people would think of
Yeah.
by the Police. Or is it Sting? I think it's the Police. It's not Sting. Sting's in the Police. Never mind. It's by a guy named Jay Graydon.
Mm-hmm.
Very 80s vibe.
This is one of those where I went searching for David Foster music.
Yeah.
He produced this song.
I love David Foster. But
Pretty sure he did.
Roxanne, look it up on Spotify. You'll have to put in Jay Graydon. Graydon? I don't know. But it's a little bop.
Yeah, it's really good. She
you'll
got
just-
it from me.
Just
I
a
have to
little
say that.
stank face.
It is really good.
Good voice, too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
you know, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Song of the week.
Song of the week. That was good.
Yeah.
World's largest gospel music festival is coming to the #1 Christian attraction, the Ark Encounter Theme Park in Williamstown, Kentucky. August 2nd through September 10th. 40 days and 40 nights of gospel music featuring virtually every major name in gospel music. The Isaacs, the Hoppers, Karen Peck and New River, Ernie Haas and Signature Sound, Triumphant Quartet, Mark Trammell Quartet, Jason Crabb, Brian Free and Assurance, Jeff and Sherry Easter, Joseph Habedank, the Primitive Quartet, Michael Combs, Ivan Parker, and many more. Amazing messages daily by by speakers like Dr. David Jeremiah, Dr. Johnny Hunt, Pastor C.T. Townsend, Dr. Jerry Vines, Dr. Tim Hill, and even Ken Ham. Tickets to the Ark Encounter will give you free access to all of the concerts. Plus, you'll tour the life-size Noah's Ark, see the zoo, the camel rides, the food, the fun, and so much more. Don't miss the world's largest Christian music festival, August 2nd through September 10th. For more information, go to 40daysofgospelmusic.com or call 859-727-2222.
I'm having more fun than I thought I would have.
I love it.
No, I'm enjoying it too. And the more we do it, the more we'll get comfortable.
Yeah, and
more
I
stuff
think
to talk about.
the more we'll get, the more we do it, the more we'll be organized.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a pattern.
But this was
going.
just a.
Yeah, and if you think we should have guests on the show and do Zoom calls
Or
with
interviews
some
or anything like
people,
that, yeah.
I think I've got some people in mind that would be willing to do an interview with us.
Yeah.
So if you think we should have a guest, put who you think we should have in the comments.
Yeah. And
Yep.
any other constructive, nice, criticism.
Y'all should stop doing that.
Don't do that. Don't do this.
Please.
Or just private message us if it's nasty, because we can take it.
Yeah, no, put it in front of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll let our fans hate on you.
yeah, and they will. We love
They
it.
did one time.
Yeah, the guy that didn't like our concert.
Yeah. He
Somebody
just got bashed by
yeah.
all of our people.
Like, wow.
All right.
I mean, I don't even like our stuff sometimes. Well,
Follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
Our tag is Endless Highway Band.
yep,
We are on TikTok as well.
that's right.
Endless Highway Band, too. I think.
Endless Highway, you'll
Just
find
search
it.
Endless Highway, you'll probably find
I
it.
don't remember.
Then Facebook, obviously, Endless
Like
Highway.
us on Facebook. You can go search our Facebook page, but if you don't hit that like button, you haven't liked us yet. It's that simple.
Follow, I think, is what the thing says, but both. Like and follow our pages of
Yeah,
all
whatever
sorts.
it takes to be connected to us, you haven't done it yet.
Can you turn on post notifications on the Facebook?
Yes, hit that little bell. Hey, you know
Hit
what?
that little one.
Yeah, hit the little bell.
Yeah.
And like if this video popped up, there's
Mm-hmm.
probably a bell. Let's see where my hand is. Oh, I don't know. It's up toward the top.
I'm more in
What,
love
my
with the
tan?
farmers. Can we just?
That's pretty bad, ain't it? Stop.
I just want to see
That's
that arm.
enough.
Show that arm.
That's enough.
It's the better one.
I need some long sleeves.
SPF. That sun'll mess you up. You'll look 50 at 35.
It's gonna happen anyway.
Get out of that sunshine.
Have you seen my dad?
All the white hairs.
Yeah.
He's my dad too.
Yeah, I know.
Like
there was
us,
another
follow
thing I was
us.
going to tell them.
Go
If
ahead.
you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Great.
Yeah. Well, I guess that probably wraps this show up. I was going to put where we're going this week at the end of the show.
No, I put it at the beginning.
Nice. It's actually in the middle.
Whatever.
Yeah. But I think that's our first episode.
Yeah, we want something that's casual to listen to, whether you're driving to work, getting home, wanting to wind down and not listen to music and just kind of chill. But it's not an hour of your time that you could be doing something else.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But if
people
you're
listen
also-
to podcasts while they're cleaning their house.
Right, but if you're also a follower,
Which I don't do.
if you're a follower of our family and you want to be more connected, this will probably be a way that you can get more information than just our
Yeah.
posts.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more intimate, a little bit more personal.
You'll get to see how Allie treats me in real life. Okay. Well, great show, Allie. Good job.
Thank you.
Let's do it again next week.
All right. It might be better, it might be worse, but come back.
It'll be here. Bye.